I started this problem by making lines, and I started by doing, we have 122, we have one line here, one line here, and one line here, so that's 12, and then we have two other lines here, so that's 122. And then we have 37 over here, and so I put 37 in purple, and so we have, or in red, sorry. We have 3 lines right here and 7 lines right here. Now in order to multiply these, we have to, so we're going to start off by separating these lines into separate sections. So I'm going to start over here and separate this section into its own section, this section right here into its own section, and then this section over here into its own section. Once I've done this, I'm going to count how many times the purple and the red lines intersect. So I'm going to count these over here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to put 14 down here. And then I'm going to carry the 1 over to this section. So I started off by carrying the 1 all the way over to here, and now I need to count how many dots are in this section by counting how many times the red and the purple lines intersect. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I take the 1 that I carried from down here and I add it to my total here, so that makes a total of 21. And now I'm going to carry my 2 and I'm going to bring it all the way over up to here. And then I'm going to do what I did over here in this section. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I'm going to add the 2 that I have up here, and I'm going to make it a total of 15. And then I'm going to take the 1 and carry it over to that section, and I'm going to count how many dots I have here. So I've got 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take the 1 that I carried from up here, and I'm going to make it a total of 4. Once I've done all this, now that I've done all this, I'm able to determine my final answer. So I've got 4,514. I'm going to put my answer right here. As you can see, this model works because you have the intersections of the lines separated into ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. This would be a great algorithm for someone who is a visual learner. I think it's a little confusing, especially if you multiply a number that has a 0 in it, because you have to recognize that you've drawn 0 lines. Now we're moving on to area model multiplication. For this problem, I have one 3-digit number and one 2-digit number. So I'm going to start off by putting the 3-digit number on top, but I'm going to say 120 and 2, and I'm going to break it into separate parts. And then on the side, I'm going to write 30 and 7. Now I'm going to put addition signs up top so I know that I have to add those across, these numbers in the boxes across. And then I'm going to multiply these numbers. So I'm going to start off by writing 60, because 30 times 2 is 60. And then 30 times 20 is 160. And then 30 times 100. Now that I've set up the numbers, I'm going to multiply the numbers on the right side by the numbers on the top. So 30 times 2 is 60. And then I'm going to multiply 30 times 20, which is 600. And then I'm going to multiply 30 by 100, which is 3,000. And now I'm going to multiply the 7 by the 2, which is 14. And then 7 times 20, which is 140. And then 7 times 100, which is 700. Now that I've done that, I'm going to add all of my numbers in the boxes together. So I've got 3,000, I've got 700, 600, 140 right here, 60, and then 14. Now we know that 0 plus 4 is 4, and we know that 4 plus 6 is 10, and that makes 11, so we're going to put 1 right there and carry our 1 up to the top. Then we've got 13 right here, because 7 plus 6 is 13, 14, 15, 5 right there, and we're going to carry our 1 all the way back up to the top to make it 4,514, which is our final answer. To start off this problem, I put my larger number on top, which is 122, and my smaller number on the right side, which is 37. Now that I've done this, I'm going to multiply each number by the 1 on top. So I've got 3 times 2, which is 6, 3 times 2, which is 6, and then 3 times 1, which is 3. And then I take this number and I do the same thing. So 7 times 2 is 14, 7 times 2 is 14, and then 7 times 1 is 7. And now I'm going to add up the numbers diagonally. So I've got a 4 over here, I've got 10, 6 plus 4 equals 10, plus 1, which is 11, and then I've put my 1 up here, and so 6 plus 7, which is 13, 14, 15, so I put my 5 right here, and I carry my 1 to the other side, so I've got 3, 4, and my final answer is 4,514.